Building your house cheap in northeast Thailand. What can be better? Yeah. So the story begins with, we're going to give you a broad outline of how I ended up in Thailand, and then we're going to give you all the big money saving tips. What you're here for. So, first of all, I actually had a girlfriend in London. She's Filipino. She decided she wanted me to go with her to the Philippines, so we did. And I landed, spent a bit of time there, and then she told me one day, had a telephone call. She said, "Oh, Poopsie, I have some friend coming in from London, another man." Oh, I thought that was it. That was the end of the road for me. I didn't say nothing to her. She obviously clocked what I was thinking. Wakes up in the morning, handcuffed to the bed. 2 days I stuck like that. I thought, I say my prayers. I thought, that's it. I've had it. This is the end of me. I could hear the cockerels there, so I tried kicking the bed. And anyway, next day, or 2 days later, or 3 days actually, I had actually decided going to leave there. Left that girl behind. Ended up in Thailand. Fortunately for me, I met my wife, and then 10 years later, a bit of a time, we decided we wanted to build a house in Thailand. It was a lot of considerations, partly me, my wife, she was happy to move back to Thailand. We're both very unsure where to go to, if we had our choice, we would go to the coast with Hua Hin or somewhere like that. But we didn't make that choice. It all come down to, we got a young baby now, 5-month-old baby, Louis. And we decided that, it's more important to have stability with the money, have a really good standard of living, and be able to travel all over Southeast Asia with you guys in pursuit. Well, so I hope, anyway. I don't think there's much chance of that with 18 subs, but I'm not worried. But anyway, so we decided to build this house in Mukdahan. Mum gave us the piece of land. Lucky me, lucky fella. And, so the best way to build your house, first of all, get the cheap local labour. Farmers and people like that. They know how to put up walls and fences. It don't sound like very much, but it's important you fence, all those nasty snakes. Ooh, could be anything, but they put the fence there, will protect it to a certain extent, But anyway, put the fence up there, you do. Most important thing is, number one, what you do is you get materials which you barter with, get the best materials. You need to make sure you're going to get the best price. How you do that also is, if you live a bit further out, they will try and charge you for your materials to be delivered. So, that's another little bit of negotiations that'll take you. And number two, if you're going to live on a rice field or something like that, if you manage to buy a piece of land off a local farmer, is to actually build it nice and high, not like a pyramid, like Egypt. But, you have to let the ground settle, maybe 6 months, something like that is best. And once you've has settled, get the old tractor in there and you can flatten it out a bit. But you can get pre-formed fence, what would suffice, but it's quite a lot more expensive. But I assure you guys, it does get a bit more exciting than this, other than my saucy happenings in the Philippines. But I'm really looking forward to showing you the rest of our story. I'm quite sure you'll be listening as for that little bit of sauciness too. So I just hope you can see the pictures, what we show through. We need a big thumbs up. I really hope some of the information we've given you, the local YouTube community have learned something, and we've given something back to the YouTube and the community. Does that sound right? I don't think so. Anyway, guys, I don't want to say anything else before I get myself in any more trouble. we'll see you again next week. It's just Freddie and another video. I don't know what it's going to be. Yeah, it could be that story in the Philippines. But anyway, thank you guys. See you again. Cheers, Freddie.